Hello there. I have on the sofa today my good friend Stephanie McCarthy. She works with Guild Mortgage, and I've asked her here to come and give us some of her good advice, shall we say. Let me just top up the tea because we need more tea. So Stephanie, welcome.
Thank you. Cheers.
This is the most important part.
There's nothing like a better cup of tea.
So Stephanie, the number one reason my first time buyers are being somewhat reluctant at the moment to really go full force into buying a house is they are concerned about down payments and credit scores. So tell me, what do you think about this?
It's always a common denominator when you talk to first-time buyers.
Yeah.
They're nervous about it. One of the things I like about working with Guild is they do have their pulse on the community. And they know what's happening in the marketplace. We're all seeing it. So they just came out with this new program called the 1% Advantage.
The 1% Advantage.
And what it is actually a 1% down payment program.
So you only need to bring 1% of the house price to the...
Yes.
Wow.
So what it allows is a buyer has to have at least 1% of their own money. That 1% can't be a gift. It has to be their own savings. They want to make sure they have it. Then Guild will also provide a non-repayable grant. So basically, I call it free money.
Yeah, it sounds like a gift to me.
Exactly, up to 2%. There is some limitations on it. Then to take it even a step further, because we understand with interest rates being high, people are very leery of that because with the higher prices, higher interest rates, their payment's going to be higher. We are also going to give them a 1% buy down. So if interest rates were at 6.5% today, we're going to qualify them based on that payment. However, the actual payment they're going to pay for the first year is going to be based on 5.5%.
Right. So I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
So we will literally are going to be paying for a buy down for them for 1 year.
Okay. So what
another free gift.
Yeah. No. So you're going to give them up to 2% of a down payment for free, up to a house price of 500,000 or up to 5,000.
The loan limit on this one, and believe it or not, is 760.
Oh wow. Okay, but you have a limit of 5,000 that you as Guild can give for the down payment.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Got that.
They have that capped. Correct.
And then for the first year, you're going to pay down 1 percentage, not
a whole percentage point in interest for the year, not for a month, for the whole year. So, for example, let's say that on the home they purchased, the difference between that rate, the going rate, and the one buy down is, let's say, $200 a month. That times 12 is that savings we're going to pay for them. That's the money we're going to pay for the whole year.
That sounds really good. But after that year, the price goes up, their payment goes up?
Their payment will go up to the actual note rate.
Right.
Yeah.
So what happens if during that time interest rates go down?
Well, another good factor that Guild is wanting to do to help the clients is we're going to let you take advantage of something called our payment protection, where if after you've made 6 months worth of payments and the interest rates do go down and you qualify to refinance, we're going to waive our lender fees and let you take advantage of that lower rate.
After only 6 months, because normally you have to have a mortgage for 2 years before you can even consider refinancing.
Some of the times it won't make sense, but because we service a lot of our own loans, we want the buyers to be able to take advantage of it. So if we're waiving our lender fees and they have the fees to bring in because you'd have to have title and escrow and it makes sense, we want them to be able to take advantage of that lower rate.
So tell me, I suppose you need a really good credit score for this because this sounds too good to be true.
I know. Shockingly enough, and I asked this question twice and I thought it was a typo. 620.
620?
620.
I'm amazed.
I know. I was amazed.
Normally a good... no, I have no words.
I know. I asked twice because because a lot of people starting out in this market, just because of our economy and what's happening, they've had to use their credit cards. And it's not that people have bad credit. They've unfortunately had to resort to using credit. And if you have a credit card and your limit's $4,000 and you owe $3,000, that can drop your credit score by a lot of points. And it doesn't mean you have bad credit. It's just
No, it just is circumstances right now. So what about income limits? Is there an income limit?
There is an income limit on this program. However, for our area, for the Placer County in Sacramento, $91,250.
So you're saying that as long as you earn under 91,250, which, to be frank, most young people do, you can come into this program, you can get up to 2%, up to $5,000 covered, and you have a buy down of 1 percentage point for the first year.
Yes.
Wow. So is it just for new buyers, first-time buyers?
No, this can be for anyone. There is no first-time buyer requirement on this. Now, you will have to take a home education class. That's part of it. But no. So let's say that you have somebody and they just sold their home and they've got a little bit of equity, but again, they're panicked because they had that great 3% interest rate.
But they need a bigger house because maybe they've had a child or something.
And now they're worried because interest rates are higher. What a great program to get into.
Oh, absolutely.
Because again, we're paying for that 1 year buy down. So that's a good way to help them adjust.
This really is a very good program for helping people. You know, when so much seems to be against us all at the moment with interest rates being so high and just inflation, just the food, putting food on the table costs so much money. This sounds like a really good idea. You know, thank you for giving us this information. I'm actually really impressed by it. It sounds really good. So if anyone wants to talk to Stephanie or myself about this, I can put you in touch with Stephanie. You can find me at beththerealtor.net. That's my website. And I'm on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at beththerealtor. And this, of course, is my YouTube channel. If you subscribe down below, and if you hit that bell, you'll get told about all the new videos I put out. And I never know who's going to be on my couch next.